a very challenging day for our industry. This report and its findings are very confronting. As an industry, we take an absolute commitment to stamping out any instance of sexual harassment and assault. We're already on that path, but that action didn't start with this inquiry, and it certainly doesn't finish today. And specifically, we've been working nationally on a code of conduct in eliminating sexual harassment in our industry. We've done that with the Minerals Council of Australia. We also have an expert safe and respectful behaviours working group that's been meeting monthly for the last year to progress a range of initiatives to, as I say, ensure that everyone on site can feel safe and supported. The chair of that committee I'll hand over to provide a bit more information.
CME Safe and Respectful Behaviours Working Group was formed last year as part of the industry's response to eliminating these behaviours in our industry. It includes representatives from our membership from both people and safety functions, and have progressed a number of initiatives, including most recently the industry alcohol guidelines, introducing drink limits of 4 drinks over a 24-hour period. Other initiatives released through the Safe and Respectful Behaviours Working Group include an industry framework, which includes best practice and initiatives that companies can implement for their workplaces. There's also been engagement with subject matter experts such as 360 Edge and Lifeline WA to develop training on the topics of sexual harassment and sexual assault to better equip our workforce.
The recommendations is a lot of it things that the industry have already implemented or moving towards.
Yeah, as I say, this inquiry report's incredibly important. It's an important milestone. It demonstrates that we've got a lot of work to do, but as I've said earlier, industry has been proactively working to address a lot of these issues in our sector. That began really in 2020 with the release nationally of the Respect at Work report. And as I said earlier, there's a code of conduct that all of our industry is signed up to at a national level. We've been working, as Laila talked through our SARB working group to progress a number of initiatives. They include things like industry alcohol guidelines, which are in the report. It also talks about some of the areas around recruitment and verifying of people's background checks and the like through police checks, and that is increasing, as well as the preventative factors, also making sure that we have really robust reporting mechanisms. Everyone should feel safe and supported if they feel that they need to raise a complaint, and it's a complex area, but there needs to be a range of options for those impacted persons to make reports. And equally on the side of government, there needs to be absolute clarity then in how those cases are dealt with from a victim-centric perspective. So again, the report goes into some detail and recommendations in that regard.
Instead of the findings of this report, would it be fair to say that there's a lot of the industry turning a blind eye to this behaviour?
The industry has recognised substantial issues around psychosocial hazards in our workplace. Really that began with mental health a number of years ago in a similar parliamentary inquiry report. There's been incredible progress made since then, but the work is not done. We need to continue to work on a leadership commitment to stamping out these behaviours. Health and safety, both from a physical and a psychological perspective, should be absolutely number one in our industry, and our commitment is to zero tolerance.
How quickly do you want that culture turned around?
It has to happen. It is happening, and the culture must continue to evolve over time. This should be an industry where everyone, regardless of their background, regardless of their gender, feels safe and supported at work, and that's our commitment.